Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Welcome back to Tek-Talks. It's Takesh. Hey folks, today we're going to be going over my free-to-play Crusader and my progression so far. So something I wanted to talk about real quick at the beginning of the video was my goals with this character. I should have been more clear and concise on my last video on what my goals are. My goals are PvP. I really enjoy PvP in the game. There's nothing about PvE that fancies me. It's pretty boring. As far as my understanding with combat rating, you need a preposterous amount of combat rating over your opponent in order for there to be any meaningful advantage. So I'm not too concerned with, doing really well in raids or anything of that matter. My main focus is PvP. So any decision or thought process you see in how I'm progressing my free-to-play character, it has that thought process in mind. And I'm saying that because, a lot of people message me, send me comments about what they should prioritize or what's important. And everything they said was valid, by the way. Like, not to say they were wrong. We just have different priorities. And I think if I had been more clear and concise in my previous video at what my priorities were, I'm pretty sure a lot of that confusion would have dissipated. But anyways, folks, let's get started. So I'll give you guys a quick update on my progression. As you guys saw, I'd already gotten the 2 tier runes for the beneficial duration. That was the first thing I told you folks you should go for. The second thing I told you folks to go for, start awakening all your slots. I have started doing that. I have 3 awakened. I did not go with my weapons for the Crusader. And the reason being is when I looked at them, awaken them was pretty lame. It just added to your attack damage or your auto attack damage, which I can pretty much care less for. So I did go with these 3, and the reason being is Condemn and Judgment play such a huge role in the damage that Crusaders are dealing right now. If you're using this specific build, which I am, I use this in both PvE and PvP. They're kind of the centerpiece of the build. So that's why I awakened these slots first. I ended up also skipping a step and getting the Laz rune, and the reason being I was able to pick it up for pretty cheap, and I didn't want to wait around and maybe in a month, maybe they're going for 30k or more. So I was able to get this real cheap. So I ended up getting that. Also, as you can see on this, I did get a rolling consequence. I had saved up 40 pearls from what you guys had seen in the last video last week, and I was able to buy one. Also, this new event has proven to be really fantastic for free to play. I actually have gotten my Blood Soaked Jade to 3-star, and same with my rolling consequence. So that's just free resonance. So I'm definitely, I know a lot of people were ragging on the event, and everything they said completely justified. But for free to play, I'm not going to cry about getting an extra, getting 2 stars to 3. That's fantastic. I'll take that all day. I did do some switching around. I had this Bottled Hope in my bag. As I told you guys last week, I wasn't going to sell Bottled Hope. I ended up consuming it, getting to level 3. I replaced Berserker Eye. And so I'm sitting at about 1,400 resonance. And yeah, that's so far my progression. I just wanted to show you guys where I was so far. So my continued priorities, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going to be staying focused on getting these last 5 slots awakened. It's going to cost me 50,000 plat. That will be my next priority. I should be able to awaken, I'd say by this time next week, I should have all of them, if not at least 3 or 4 awakened. Once I'm done with that, I am sticking to my guns, folks. Like I said, I am hyper-focused on PvP. I do want to get to Legend on this free-to-play Crusader. With melee, it's very difficult, as a lot of you probably are aware, because you are on the front lines and you can die quickly. But I'm sticking to my guns. And from what I've seen, the climb, you need to be a carry. Playing support or kind of lingering in like the mid to low tier in terms of kills will not do you much, won't do you much justice in your climb to Legend. You're going to end up being like in a tug-of-war fight where you win one, lose one, win one, lose one. I noticed that with my Wizard as well. When I switched to a carry, I instantly went from like gold 4 all the way through gold 5 in Legend rapidly. And the reason being is I was taking over games. And so my thought process will remain the same, which is why Runes, once I get my things awakened, all my slots, I will be focusing on Runes, which is what I mentioned on the last one, because of the critical hit chance. They are expensive. I will imagine each one will probably take me a month to get, unless I get lucky. Maybe I get some 2 or some 5 stars I can sell, or maybe a pet. Who knows? We'll see. But I have every intention of getting Zell runes immediately after finishing my awakening. After that, I did not mention this in the last video, but something I should have it. I guess I should say updated version. Before I start focusing on resonance or secondary stats, I highly recommend getting 2 Lev runes after the Zell runes. Reason being is critical hit damage by 6% and chance to reduce movement speed by 20% for 3 seconds. The critical hit damage, 12% is huge. You know, just in runes alone, you're looking at 8% crit, 12% critical hit damage. In PvP, critical hit damage and critical hit chance are huge. That's why you see so many players that have the rank 30 in all their slots. They're dominating because they have like a 40% critical hit damage. They have high critical hit chance because they have reforged all of their gear over to that. I am not sure, maybe someone in the comment section can confirm for me, I'm not sure if the movement speed reduction stacks, but having a 40% movement speed reduction would be huge, even at 20%. That's quite fantastic. But I highly recommend getting the Lev runes. Even if you're not free to play or mid spender, high spender, these you should have as well. Just like I said with the Zell runes you should have, and then the Lev runes as well. Yeah, that'll be my, those are my next goals on my Crusaders, and that'll probably take me, I would assume, another 2 months total to get all that done. All right, folks, so here at the end, I have been PvPing a lot, and I could have strung a video together of a PvP montage of my Crusader being amazing and going MVP and getting 8, 9, 10 kill streaks. I could do that, but that would be untruthful. The truth is, in Battlegrounds, I'd say like 70% of my matches I'm getting destroyed. I'll go like 5 and 9, and really, I'm stuck around Silver 3, Silver 4, so I didn't feel the need to show you guys any videos because I thought that'd be untruthful. I don't want to give you any kind of impression that at 1400 resonance with, you know, 3000 armor and 3300 armor pen and my potency resistance, just a garbage, that somehow I'm in there destroyed. That'd be untruthful. This is a free-to-play progression. This isn't a fantasy. I don't have a magic wand or any advice, or you're automatically going to start destroying people as free-to-play. Free-to-play is a grind. I can imagine it'll take me a while before I can start doing well in Battlegrounds. Once I am consistently doing well in Battlegrounds, I will show you guys where I'm at. I just don't want to come off as untruthful and paint a picture as I'm doing really well in PvP with my super low resonance Crusader with terrible stats. It'd just be untruthful, and that's not the spirit of what I'm trying to do with this free-to-play series. My goal is to show you guys a journey in reaching like my goals, and my goals for this character are to reach legend and eventually hit 3000 resonance. But anyways, folks, that's it. I'll quit yapping. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. I'll make sure to post at least 1 video a week on my free-to-play series to show you guys where my Crusader's at and what's happening. Take care, folks.